Did you know that Will and Jada were trial separated by 2016, years before any of this information came to light? Yeah, so when you saw this...
Oh, wow! Wow!
That was Will Smith defending the honor of a woman he hadn't been living in the same house with for at least half a decade by that point. So you gotta ask yourself, did he do it because Chris Rock's joke was just so pointed and mean, he just had to respond? Wait, what was that joke again?
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it.
Yeah, that was the joke that got Will Smith up in arms. Like, literally. Yeah, a G.I. Jane reference. Because that movie's about a woman who had to shave her head for the army, and she's bald now, so he made a connection that was innocuous at best. And I know people have brought up that apparently she has alopecia, and men and women can feel self-conscious about that, so I get it being possibly sensitive. But first off, alopecia isn't life-threatening, and it's certainly not something that warrants putting your hands on someone over. Because I'm sorry, once you hit someone over something they just said, you're the one who loses in that confrontation. And it's not like a cancer diagnosis, and it's like, oh, geez, you'd be a monster to joke about that. That's not on the same level. And besides, it's not like she was wearing a hat and hiding her head or anything, and she looked pretty damn good anyways. Cause shit, Jada's always killed the short hair look, so most people probably didn't even think twice about her rocking the bald. And hell, in all the involuntary info dumps I got, alopecia literally never came up, so it's not like it was just a common knowledge thing that, oh, Chris Rock, you should have known not to go there. And third, Will Smith himself didn't seem to mind the joke at first when he was laughing right before seeing Jada's reaction. Yeah, right after the camera cuts away from her unflattered look, all of a sudden this shit goes from a harmless joke to being worthy of throwing hands. Now look, I understand having an initial involuntary laugh reaction, then meeting her eyes, seeing that she's angry about something personal in their lives that struck a chord and getting incensed about it. But nah, after knowing what I know, it would seem to me that the Occam's razor explanation of that situation is that Will, after years of clearly being publicly emasculated, saw this moment as an attempt to look badass in front of his woman, hoping that getting all tough and angry in her name would help win her back, when all he did was overreact to the kind of light comedic love taps you expect at the Oscars. That shit was season 26 Simpsons level celebrity mockery at best.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth!
Interesting choice of words for a relationship where, as Jada has now described, you haven't called each other husband and wife in years. Nah, bro, this wasn't about alopecia. This was about toxic masculinity. And toxic femininity when I think about it. Because, come on now, if y'all heard Will Smith was dating Willow's best friends, girls around her age, the kind of people online who talk about the age of girls Leonardo DiCaprio dates would not let you forget it. And the whole red pillow sphere's response to all this shit is, well, Will Smith just ain't been being a man enough to put her in check. But no, fuck that. The reality of the whole picture is these two people clearly weren't compatible anymore, but they were lying to the public and themselves, either out of obligation to an image or whatever antiquated notions of black struggle love that they felt that they had to endure just because they already agreed to be together forever, so they toughed it out until it clearly became unbearable.